So a lot of us can fill that art box. So if you'd like it, it's back. It's under $40. I would love to recommend it. Okay, well, coming up now, oh, and one more thing. You don't have to just put rings in there. It's great for earrings. You can poke earrings into those little slots as well. It works wonderful for earrings. Speaking of which, we have a wardrobe of gemstone earrings for you next. This first pair is genuine African amethyst. These are a big customer pick on hsn.com. Aren't they pretty? Genuine amethyst, $29.95. Love it, right? $29.95. Perfect size, beautiful color, comfortable, solid sterling silver, post clutch style backs, the whole thing. $5 on your credit card. But wait, there's more. You're not just getting African amethyst, you're also getting our beautiful blue topaz. Look at that, icy sky blue, gorgeous. Love it. Birthstone for the month of December. There you go, December girls. What a nice little treat, or for anybody on your list born in December. And then last but not least, we also have the golden citrine. So November babies out there, this is our birthstone. I love this color too. It's really a beautiful, it's kind of like the color of a, I wanna say like a canary diamond color. It's not too yellowy. It's very warm and golden. I love it. So $29.95 is getting you 3 pair. 3. $10 a pair. $5 on your credit card. And you get to give real gemstones, or for you. This is a little wardrobe for you because studs are essentials. Studs are a must. For those of us that I wear studs when I'm not working, more often than not, I'm wearing a stud earring or I'm wearing a hoop earring. That's my deal. I do love drop earrings. I like all of it, but on a day-to-day, my go-to earring is going to be a stud. And look at how pretty on Valerie. They're the perfect size. They just sit so nicely on your earlobe. Notice they're not too big. They don't flop forward on your earlobe, so they aren't weighing your ear down. They just look great. So whether they're a gift or whether they're for you, for $29.95, I would recommend them in a heartbeat because they're so pretty. Go read the reviews. All the reviews on these are excellent. So wonderful reviews across the board. All you have to do is decide how many sets you'd like. You could give everybody the gift of real gemstone earrings. And I always say, you heard me say this a lot, I love giving jewelry, first of all. To all the girls in my life, it's my favorite gift to give. Good things come in small packages. But I will say, earrings are the easiest thing to give. I love giving earrings. It's like every girl can always use another pair of earrings. It's not like, oh, well, I already have a pair of earrings. Well, duh. It's like saying I already have a pair of shoes. Everybody can always use another pair of shoes, and everybody can always use another pair of earrings. And that's why this is the perfect thing, because they're only $10. They're beautiful, they're ageless. So if you have teenagers to shop for, or 20-somethings, or 30-somethings, or again, I think about my mom who's like me, she doesn't like anything really heavy in her ear. So if you want something that's really beautiful, but really comfortable and easy to wear, this is perfect. Because most of us, I don't know about you, I wear earrings every single day. Even when I'm just running errands, going to the gym, or just, you know, taking care of business, I'm still never leave the house without earrings in my ears, no matter what. So that's why this is such a great thing to have. Because no matter what you're doing, you always have a beautiful choice in an earring, and you have all these gorgeous colors. So keep them for you. If they're not a gift, you should have them. Because now you're set. You have the beautiful blue of the blue topaz, you have that deep, gorgeous purple of the African amethyst, and you have that sparkling canary yellow of the citrine. All here, all oval shape, sparkle, sparkle, hand cut, hand set in solid sterling silver, and just a really nice treat. If you're introducing somebody to real gemstones for the first time, this is pretty low risk here at $10 a pair, right? Even if you were to lose an earring, it would not be the end of the world. No, really. I was telling the story that on Thanksgiving, one of my earrings flew under the stove. Well, not gonna see those puppies again. Actually, the vacuum cleaner we sold the other day had the under the furniture thingy. The shark. That shark had the thing to get my earring. I said, I have to buy the shark to get my earring out from under my my stove. It was a ruby earring. Like they were my ruby, yeah, I need to get those that earring out of there. So anyway, everybody just stared at me. I'm like, okay, stop the presses. You know, my husband's trying to get a turkey in and out of the oven and I'm like worried about my earring, like I'm never gonna see that thing again. Okay, anyway, if you were to lose an earring under the stove, at least it's only $5 an ear, right? It's $5 an ear because, right? I know, it doesn't. It's exciting. Go read those reviews. You'll see what the other ladies already think. And if you're new to HSN, this would be a really fun place to start. We are one of the largest importers and retailers of colored gemstones in the United States. So we're able to do really special, exciting things. And this is all of that. So if you'd like a pair at 637-214, choose, oh, you don't choose. You don't choose. Choose how many you'd like. You're getting all 3 pair for $29.95 and 4 payments of $4.99 a month. Okay, now coming up, okay, this, I need a drum roll for this. Hold up, need a drum roll because this is awesome. This is new. I'm excited.